All right, and we'll see you next week, maybe. Happy 4th of July.
There was something we were fighting about. Can't remember it, can't recall at all. Something about my mind, something wasn't right, something about me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're working through a renovation on a 1956 Calcraft. And last week we built the driver's side wall. You might be able to hear the rain on the rooftop. That's why I'm recording this from inside the van. But I also promised that I would try to jazz it up a little bit since I'm doing the same thing over again. So, I hope you all like magic tricks. Oh no, it's the basement again. Just real quick to answer a question that I've gotten asked a couple of times. Should you use pressure-treated lumber in your camper? And the answer is no, for several reasons. First one being that it off-gasses really toxic vapors into your camper, and you really don't want to be filling your camper up with those. Another reason would be that it does shrink as it continues to dry out, which has an impact on the accuracy of your cuts. You know, the other thing is that it will actually corrode metal. So not just the screws that you put in it, but if it's in contact with your aluminum skin, it will corrode that as well. The biggest reason though is that you just don't need to use it. So, you know, it's designed for scenarios where it's going to continually be in contact with a wet environment. So like fence posts or decking outside your house. But if your camper is that wet, you probably have other problems you should address. Fix those first. So yeah, I'm using just regular building studs, but I'm using the little bit higher grade because they tend to be a little straighter and fewer knot holes, and those are all good things when you're trying to build something accurate. And it's only like $1 or so more per stud. So I'm going to get these ripped down real quick. I've got all my measurements ready to go. This side's a little bit more complicated, but I'm hoping, having done this once, that this will be a quicker operation this time. And then I'm gonna get them all cut, hopefully pocket holed, and dare I even say assembled? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. Let's get to it. So one thing I realized I maybe didn't explain, you know, I've cut a very specific angle on each stud that goes up to meet that curve, and I don't think I ever explained how I determine that angle. There's probably a lot of ways you can do it, but to me the quickest and easiest way is just to make a SketchUp model and then just take a measurement for one side of the piece you're doing and then a measurement for the other side. So this last piece I have is this piece DD, and it measures on one side 2 feet and 1/16. So if I measure out 2 feet and mark 1/16 on that side, and then the other side is actually pretty steep. It is 1 foot 10 inches and 7/16. So if I mark 1 foot 10 and 7/16, I'm going to take my straight edge, and there I have the angle that I'm going to need on that piece. Now that's a pretty extreme angle, and I don't think I can do that with my miter saw without making some adjustments, let's say. But I mark the piece so I know what one I'm cutting, and then I'll cut that. And that's actually the last piece of the stud work that I need to make. So. Okay, since there's no good way to cut that with my miter saw, I'm just going to do it with my jigsaw. There we go, that ought to work. Okay, so I've got to cut the arch for the wheel well. I kept this piece that I cut out of the last one, and I can just use it as a template. I've already cut this piece to the size that I need. Let's trace this on here. It should be close enough, and I can cut it with my jigsaw. I've got to do this bottom plate now, which has some kind of special cuts in it, but I'm going to start with cutting it to length. Okay, that ripped down to 3 inches. Make my weird little drawing on there. And the back side here has this weird little sticky outy bit. Turns out I'm missing a piece. I'm missing double E. I'm going to try to mark where to make the pocket holes to make this a little more easier, coherent, whatever, and start in on them. All right, so all the pocket holes are drilled and ready to go. So next step is going to be assembly. Okay, everybody, happy 4th of July. I am lighting probably the extent of my fireworks. If anybody has a real problem with mosquitoes, these are about the only things I've found that actually work to keep them away. Buy them at Ace. They're not too expensive. They come in little packs with a little stand to put them on. And they actually work. I'm going to do my best to get this screwed together real quick and get this into the video today. So, by the way, happy 4th of July. Keep those mosquitoes away.
I spend most of my time viewing what I want from the outside. I comb it over like it's to see
Last piece. Split wide open. So, gotta recut this real quick.
Staring back at me in the mirror at night. Stuck in place, just waiting for a green light. But I can't lie, wait for someone else to say I can live my life.
Alright, that's it for this episode of Trailer Trash to Treasure. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. New videos come out every Sunday, so make sure and like and subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Maybe. Happy 4th of July.
When things go